All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live for our Friday night, 6 p.m. I know it's at 6:30. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make this 6 o'clock, but I put it back to 6 o'clock. I see Andrew. I don't know why StreamYard is saying I have nobody on chat, but that's okay. We got Leah. Hopefully, we'll have Sam. I was going to say that we need to be praying for Brother Paul. His father passed away. So please keep him in his prayers. Keep all of us in prayers because the world is going to the dumps. Okay, so before we start on this beautiful surah, we got to start an intro. Hey, Andrew, the foreign vocabularies of the Quran. I think I have that one. I'm not really sure. Hell, I've got about 1,000 books, so who knows? May have to look for it. Okay, let's do the intro so we can get started.
Are we going to start? Something happened, I guess. You're muted, by the way.
Okay, so I've been talking to myself all the time. Okay.
You've been muted the entire time.
Larry, the link is on there, so please come up. Thank you for telling me I was muted.
Yeah, because it sounds like I was being rude. Like, are we going to start? Like,
I'm over here. What do you mean when we're going to start? I already started. Yeah, I muted myself just in case when the video intro was playing, so it didn't show up. Guess it's your show, Liam. Well, Larry, if you don't want to come up, I guess it will be her show and my show until somebody else wants to come up. Okay, as always, do I have Osama's version up with the unknown words? Yep, I got the generous Quran. Okay, so let's take a look at this beautiful chapter. I love the titles that Allah gives his chapters. Hey, here's Sam. Good to see you. You know, you just gotta love the heavy thought that Allah put into these chapter titles. Hey, Aladdin, yes, I was muted. All you say is useless. Yes, but you know what? My useless is still better than your useless, Allah. So, Sam, welcome. So we'll pick up
Hey guys.
on chapter 41, the Expounded. I bet you Allah doesn't even know what expounded means. And of course, what do we see right here? HM. Ooh, let me guess. A word containing two Arabic letters that doesn't have a meaning.
Probably expounded in questions.
I know. All right, verse number 2. A descending from the merciful. Boy, Allah just patted himself on the back twice. A descending from the merciful. A book whose verses are expounded. An Arabic Quran for people who know. Well, that excludes you, Aladdin, because you definitely don't know. An announcer of good news and a warner. So most of them turn away. So they do not hear. Maybe Allah, it's because your message sucks. And that's why you needed 124,000 messengers slash prophets slash warners slash whatever. And they said, who's they?
So he says, do you want me to join you to school you? I guess the answer is yes. Please come up.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, Sam. Me and Aladdin, we go back now, maybe about 3 or 4 years now, Aladdin. Not six, like you said 2 years ago. We go back. I know him from Pal Talk, right? He's Macho Man. So every time he used to come into my room, I used to play that Macho Man. I wanna be a Macho Man. Now, what dude calls him the Filipino dancer? Now, he is so afraid to debate the Quran with me that he says, I have to bring 5 pastors before he will debate me. Now, I don't know why he needs 5 pastors if he's going to debate me, because he won't be debating the 5 pastors. So I've given the challenge myself. I need him to bring Allah, Muhammad, and 5 imams. Then it might be a fair contest. Why would I allow you to come into my show and interrupt my show, Aladdin? Unless you want to come into the show and we can discuss all the mistakes that are in the Quran, like when Allah reverses people's speech. Now, can you believe, Leia and Sam? I was having a conversation with Coach, and I gave her several verses that are in the Quran, and I asked her, why did Allah reverse the speech? And she comes back and she says, the speech is not reversed, and it's not Allah speaking. I said, okay, no problem. Anyway, let's continue with the marvelous Quran that Mr. Filipino dancer bangs his head on the ground 5 times a day. I bet you he's got a little black mark on his forehead. And they said, we don't know who these people are. Our hearts are covered from what you are calling us to. Okay. And the deafness is in our ears. And between us and you, there is a veil. Between who? What do you mean there's a veil? So work. Surely we are working. Does that make sense to anybody? What does it mean? You are working. You work and I'm going to work. All right. Woe to those who partner Isa, the Jesus of Momo, or any other God along with Allah. We've read this before. Say, now this is Allah telling somebody, surely I am only a human like you. Wow. Were the other ones before, like possibly not human? It is revealed to me that your God, okay, now this is a problem. Say, surely I am only a human like you. It is revealed to me that your God is only one God. That your God. So is not the person who's saying say, is not his God one God? So head straight toward him and seek his forgiveness. And woe to the polytheists.
So I gotta say one thing, just because Mr. Aladdin talks that he has schooled you, but here's the thing: we don't need an interpreter when we read this. All we
Yeah.
all we do is reading it word for word and going through it. If Aladdin wants to come up and read it with us and tell us that he understands what it says, that's one thing from the text itself. But if he's gonna bring up the whole concept of Islam, then you're just putting your own tafsir into it, right? Just
Yeah.
go and read it word by word and tell me if we're missing something.
Well, see, Sam, this is the problem with Aladdin. Aladdin is a habitual liar. He lied on one of the posts, and I think it was Bob the Builder's video. He lied and told this Muslim that I guess I was having a conversation with that he had been schooling me for 6 years. Now, granted, like I said, I haven't been on Pal Talk probably for a year. I log in every now and then. But at the time that he made that lie, I had only known him for 2 years on Pal Talk. And Aladdin couldn't school his way out of a wet paper bag if his life depended on it. First, he has to get a grasp of language, which he doesn't have. Now, he may know how to recite the Quran or whatever, but Aladdin doesn't have enough brain cells to debate me and explain to me why his Allah has so many mistakes in the perfect book. As we can see here, it doesn't matter if you read it in Arabic, because I can give Aladdin verses in Arabic that are, let's just say, they got problems in it. So then he can't turn around and use the excuse that, oh, it's the translation. So let's continue. Hey, Protestant believer, welcome. I think the link is somewhere around there. So if you want to come up, feel free to join. Let's continue with this marvelous book. Okay, those who do not bring legal alms. So what happens if you bring illegal alms? And they are, in the hereafter, they are infidels. That doesn't make sense. That's a poorly you see, Aladdin, your God can't compose a coherent sentence. Surely those who believed and did good deeds, they will have their unending wage. Man, I don't know. Maybe I want to work for work for Allah. Who knows? Surely refers to Mo's uncertainty. Andrew, I don't even think Allah is certain of anything. Allah created the heavens and the earth in 8 days, not 6 days, as recorded elsewhere throughout the Quran. And notice that the earth is created before the heavens. Now, that's kind of a problematic, don't you think, Sam? I mean, I'm pretty sure you have a basic understanding of cosmology, the Big Bang, which Muslims don't understand. The Big Bang is a theory, so it's not etched in stone. It is being contested by other theories, so we really don't know how the universe was created. But anyways, Allah says, say, have you become infidels in him who created the earth in 2 days, and you make partners with him? That is the Lord of the worlds. And he made
Well,
in it,
wait, so Allah created the earth in 2 days now?
apparently so.
Hmm.
Apparently so. I mean, you get different things. Now, I don't know why, and we've talked to Osama. He uses stabilizers in some verses instead of mountains. So basically, verse 10 says, and he made in it mountains on top of it, and he blessed it. So Allah blessed the mountains, and he blessed the earth. And he measured in it provisions in 4 equal days to those who ask. And he measured in it.
Okay, so this makes I may overthink this, but this makes no sense. If you create the earth in 2 days, doesn't that mean that you create the so-called stabilizers as well? Now it talks about 4 days. I don't,
Well, I believe that in other translations, it says that he created everything that's on the earth in 4 days. So basically, he created the earth itself like a blank bulb, or maybe flat, because the Quran does think that the earth is flat. So he created a physical earth in 2 days, and then it took him another 4 days to create everything that's on it. You know, the mountains, the rivers, the waters, the cows, the cats, the humans. So that's 6 days. Okay.
I like how it
Then,
applies the sorry for interrupting. I like how it
no, go
defines
ahead.
the concept of creation in the Bible. Like there was a reason for why the days were created in a certain number. And the Sabbath, for example, in the Bible, here is just aimless. It's like, however long it took him, and there's no reason for it. Sounds like, the project or the job needed a certain amount of days. You couldn't finish it, but no, like here in the Bible, for example, you actually have a reason for it.
Right. And 11 is funny. I would dare any Muslim to show me where the Big Bang states that after the earth was created, that the heaven, now he turned to the heaven, but I guess the Muslim excuse will be, well, yeah, see, he created a heaven and then he created the seven heavens. And it says here, and then he turned to the heaven and it was smoke. So he created the earth first. But if there was no heaven, where was the earth suspended on? If the heaven was smoke, and where can we again, where can we find this in science? So he said to it, so Allah talked to the heaven, which was smoke, and he talked to the earth, and he said, come, willingly or grudgingly. They said, notice every freaking thing talks in Islam. And they say, well, but you got a talking donkey and you got a talking snake. Yeah, but hell, smoke talks in here. They said, we come willingly.
We need
So
we
he
need to call we need to call Nadir Ahmed. We just find another scientific miracle in Islam.
I don't think Nadir will ever be having a conversation with me again. Let's just say things didn't go too well for us on the last one. But hey, Ed, good to see you. So notice you get the impression that the heaven was smoke, but somehow he created the earth and everything that's on the earth in 6 days, right? So he completed them 7 heavens in 2 days. Okay, now I'm confused. And this is where you get the 8. 2 days he created the earth. 4 days he created everything on the earth to complete, the whole process. So we get 6 days, and then 2 days he created the 7 heavens, which, by the way, didn't exist at the time that the earth was already in existence. Also, I mean, seriously, you know how many millions and millions of galaxies we have, planets, stars, and all that good stuff? Is Allah trying to tell me that the earth took just about as long, if not longer, to create than all of the universe? See, I don't think Allah knows what the universe is because Allah only says heavens. I don't know what heavens are. Is that the universe? Because if it's the universe, Allah's got a serious problem here. Also, how did he create the earth when, according to the Big Bang, there's like about 9 billion years before the earth was even started to form? And again, I would like any Muslim, that means you, Filipino dancer, show me any scientific paper specifically dealing with the Big Bang that says while the earth was being formed, the universe was nothing but smoke. Because in order for there to be smoke, something has to be combusted, meaning something organic has to be combusted. Hydrogen,
And
oxygen, helium. Go ahead, Leah.
sorry about that. Like just logically thinking about it, if there was nothing before there was something, but then there's smoke before there's something. So could Allah be smoke?
Could be.
Yeah, the other
Now,
problem is the mountains as stabilizers. That's actually factually incorrect because
right.
the mountains were formed due to the continents colliding together. It's proven that the Earth's crust moves all around. It's not stabilized by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, the land masses collided, and a result of that collision is the mountains being pushed up from the collision.
Yeah, and the Quran says, and we cast down the mountains. Now, the majority of the earthquakes that we have usually happen around the mountains or around the faults. And Allah says that the mountains are to keep the earth from shaking with you. Well, I don't know. Ask anybody that's ever been in a location where there's an earthquake and see if they say that things were a moving.
Yeah, the USGS would disagree with you big time on that one.
Yeah. Okay, so he completed them 7 heavens in 2 days and revealed to every heaven its affair. I don't know what that means. Probably nothing important. And we adorned the world's heaven with lamps and kept kept what? You see, Allah has this thing about just chopping off sentences and ending them abruptly. And kept what? Okay, lamps. Allah doesn't know the word for stars in the 7th century. Was Allah reading what's his name, Aladdin, or Alibaba and I don't know,
which
72
is which
people?
is weird because even the Arabs back then had a sophisticated understanding of the star system to navigate
Well,
themselves during the
they
night.
would have to because they had
Yeah,
no maps, they had no compasses. Otherwise, they'd be lost. They'd all be dying off in the desert. Now, me, if it was me, I'd be dead because you flip me around, I have no clue at which direction I'm at. That's why I have my GPS on my phone. But anyway, Allah adorned the world's heaven, which heaven, since there's 7, with lamps and kept. We don't know what he kept. Did he keep the light bulbs? This is the measure of the deer, the knowing.
well, I think if you go up, it says the world's heaven. So I think it's referring to like the first heaven, the earth's heaven, or
Yeah,
world's heaven,
but you
maybe.
don't know
Yeah.
which one of the 7. It just says the world's heaven.
It seems to be saying it's the
Because
closest heaven.
Allah is the Lord of the worlds. Which worlds? So I mean, and seriously, you seen any lamps up in the heavens? And he
Yes, of
also
course.
says,
Yes, of course. Every day,
now
I go and pick them up.
were those LED lamps? Were they maybe kerosene lamps?
There's a big giant yellow one up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that apparently sits under Allah's throne every night. All right, 13. So if they turn away, so say, I warned you of a thunder. I warned you of a thunderbolt, like the thunderbolt of Ad and Thamud. And when the messengers came to them from between their hands and from between them. Okay, what the hell? How do messengers come from between their hands? And also, again, see, Allah says when the messengers came to them. But I thought Allah said in his Quran that to every nation he sends a messenger from among them. So why is he saying messengers came to Ad and Thamud? I thought Ad, the messenger of Ad was Hud, and Thamud, I can't remember what his guy's name was, Saleh, whatever, Ayub. But I'm confused. And they came to them from behind their hands and from behind them. Okay, so these people walking around with their hands behind them, and the messengers, they snuck up on them. That you do not serve any except Allah, they said. Well, who? The people of Ad? The people of Thamud? They said, had our Lord willed that he sent down angels, so surely we are infidels in what you have been sent with.
Oh, one other thing about the mountains as stabilizers. Has anybody ever seen an avalanche?
Personally, no, but I have seen them on videos. Yes, it's not a nice thing. You don't want to be in its path.
Hardly a stable situation.
No, definitely not. I mean, honestly, the only way that Allah would think that again is Allah thinks that the earth is flat and it's being ridden on top of the whale. And as Osama says, the whale sneezed and caused the earth to shake. So Allah had to put some mountains, one on it, put a couple mountains on each side, kind of like a scale to make sure that it didn't, when a whale sneezed, achoo! Yeah.
So Andrew says something interesting here.
Hold on a second. Let me switch back to StreamYard. Remember, Jabril is supposed to be an angel, so this is where Jabril is exposed as a demon. I mean, could be. But Andrew, nowhere in the Quran is Jabril alluded to as an angel. he's always in a separate category with the angels. Like there's a passage that talks about the angels and Jabril, and I believe it also talks about Michael. So he's never called an angel. And also, he's only mentioned 3 times. Twice in chapter 2, and one I can't remember what the chapter is. For a very famous guy, right, who supposedly went to every single prophet that should be in the Quran, we don't see Jibril doing much. Hell, we don't even know who, in chapter 96, who told Muhammad, read in the name of your Lord. Because Allah doesn't say, and Jibril said, read. And I would have said, but listen, then you just come from God. Doesn't God know that I can't read? So why are you squeezing me? I think Jibril just wanted to have some fun. He's like, man, I'm going to squeeze the pudding out of this guy. Okay, 15. As for odds, so they were proud on the earth without the truth, and they said, who is stronger in power than us? Have they not seen that Allah, who created them, was greater than they in power? And they were disbelieving our signs. Did Aladdin Aladdin and did a Filipino dance? The punishment of Thamud was many unfortunate days. This contradicts his verses 54, 18, and 19, which unfortunately is going to take about 13 chapters for us to get there. So keep that in mind. Okay, so, and here's a question for Muslims. Can they show me any map with a city called Thamud? Just curious. So when we sent on them a tempestuous wind, for unfortunate days, how come Allah can't tell us how many days? And Muslims are always making fun of the Bible. Oh, Jesus did know this and this and okay, but Allah can't even tell you how many days these people were tortured with a tempestuous wind, so that we might make them taste this shameful torment in the world's life. How does wind? I mean, I don't know. And the torment of the hereafter is more shameful, and they will not be helped. And as to Thamud, did he just send a wind to them? I'm confused. And as to Thamud, so we guided them. Really? So they love the blindness over the guidance. Okay. So the shameful thunderbolt seized them because of what they were earning. Now, what?
This sounds like it was written by a second grader. I mean,
I'm telling you.
wow.
I mean, what exactly is a thunderbolt? Hey, I know. Allah is really Zeus in disguise, because Zeus used to throw those thunderbolts at you.
Or it's an A-10 aircraft.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And he only sent one thunderbolt. So did he and how does a thunderbolt this is what happens when you read the Quran, and how does a thunderbolt seize you?
Pretty shocking.
Yeah, definitely. Wouldn't want to be near one. Definitely don't want to get hit by one. And we delivered those who believed, and they were fearing. Yeah, everybody's fearing. In a day, the enemies of Allah will be gathered into the fire. Wait a minute. How does Allah have enemies? I mean, isn't he the creator? Why would Allah have enemies? I mean, he could just snap his finger and that's it. So they will be divided. So Allah has enemies. They're going to be gathered into the fire and they will be divided. Okay, why do they have to be divided? Aren't they all going to hell? Okay. Until when they came to it, their ears and their eyes and their skin will bear witness against them of what they were doing. Really? So your skin's going to talk? He's going to say, hey, man, this guy here, you know, this is what he did, in October the 22nd, 2022.
I think
I'm telling
Muhammad
you,
would.
this was written for kids, by kids, or very stupid people.
Either that or Muhammad was eating a lot of those mushrooms growing out of
I'm
camel
telling you, man.
patties.
And okay, until when they came to it, but he's talking into the future, and then in 20 he's talking in the present. This guy loves jumping around from present to future to past to whatever. Sister Leah, please, chime in if you feel like it. 21, and they said to their skin. So now people are talking to their skins. Why did you witness against us? Oh, and the skin? Is that the skin replying? Oh, yeah, it is. They said, meaning the skins. Allah makes us speak, who makes everything speak. And he created you the first time, and to him you will return. But I'm confused. These people are already dead. They're in hell. How are they going to return to Allah if they're dead and they're in hell? Can somebody please explain that to me? Because I ain't quite grasping the concept. And we see Sam. Sam disappeared. So can somebody explain to me how this skin is telling these people that Allah created you the first time and to him you will return, but these people are in hell? 22. And you were not hiding yourselves, okay, so that neither your ears, nor your eyes, nor your skins should witness against you. Okay. But you thought that Allah does not know much of what you do. Okay. He does not know much. So that means he's limited to what he knows. Because it should say, but you thought that Allah does not know everything that you do. See, Allah just corrected you. And that thought of yours, which you thought about your Lord, has brought your destruction. So what did they think about Allah? That he was an idiot? So you became amongst the losers. Okay. So if
Loser!
you got a big L, you got a big L. All right, let me see if Sam came back. Yes, there's Sam. Sam was in
Yeah, sorry, I
Timbuktu.
dropped off.
He's in Timbuktu, so his internet is a little bit squeezed by Jabril. So I don't know, Sam, if you missed the part where apparently the skin replies back to the people, and the people asked. So the people asked their skins, "Why did you witness against us?" And the skin said, "Allah makes us speak, who makes everything speak." Okay, and he created you the first time, and to him you will return. But the problem is these people are already in hell. They've been gathered to hell, and their skins are testifying.
To me, that sounds like a 7th century idea of how Allah would know, these things.
Yeah.
So our skin's telling us, oh man,
And that thought of yours, which you thought about your Lord, has brought your destruction. So you became among the losers. So if they become patient, so the abode will be their abode. Oh, I'm sorry. See, that's what you get when you read the Quran. So the fire will be their abode. So why should I become patient? I'm still going through the fire. And if they seek restoration, they will not become of the restored. They seek restoration for what? What was taken from them? Are these people part of the BLM group? And we will appoint companions for them, so they beautify to them what is between their hands and what is behind them. Does that make sense to anybody?
hmm,
What does it mean? So they beautified. Whose companions? Are we talking about the people in hell? Or are we talking about the people that's going to get those lovely reclining couches?
Is that
And
even a word? Beautified?
honestly, I don't know. These days, I don't know anything anymore.
Yeah, like
One of my,
this is something I never heard like any English speaker say. I beautified something for you. I
well,
beautified a rose for you. So
I will,
it
I
seems,
will,
yeah.
Yes,
I
it's
will,
definitely a word.
I will check.
Yeah, it is. It's a
What's
word.
probably one that's not very used?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
past
craps.
tense,
Okay,
past participle.
I can't look at it because the damn thing is in French because I forgot. I'm in France. Dang it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, might be an
Yeah, yeah, it's
old word,
probably
but
an
it's
old
not really
word.
used.
No, I haven't really. To be honest with you, outside of this Quran, I don't think I've ever seen the word. And the word was established against them and the nations which have passed away before them from the jinn and the humans. Surely they were losers. Okay, anybody who reads this and really believes it is definitely a loser. And those who became infidels said, do not listen to this Quran, but babble in it. What? Okay, let's see what number 2 is. Make noise, interrupting its recitation. Yes. So do not make noise, interrupting its recitation. Perhaps you may be victorious. Okay. Who's who's using the word perhaps? Is it Allah? Who's even talking here, ladies and gentlemen? I can't freaking tell. So surely we will cause those who became infidels to taste a severe torment. That's about the only constant thing that I can see here is
Yep, severe
Allah
torment.
loves torment, double portions, and surely we will reward them for the worst of what they were doing. I think it should say for the worst of what they have done or done. Anyway, this is the reward of the enemies of Allah, the fire. So Allah has enemies. Anybody read in the Bible where God has enemies? No wonder he needs jihadis to fight for him. He's got enemies. They will have in it the eternal home. I guess it is the fire. A reward because they were disbelieving in our verses. Well, hell, I'm disbelieving in your verses. I can't understand these freaking messed up verses.
I was gonna say I'm more discombobulated than
Uh,
disbelieving.
I know. And those who became infidels said, our Lord, show us those of the jinn and the humans who led us astray. We will put them under our feet, that they may be among the lowest. Okay, so but I think these are the people that are already in hell. They want to step on the people that got them to go to hell. Okay. You sure it was in this book? Surely those who said, our Lord is Allah, they stand up straight. The angels will descend on them. Okay. That do not fear and do not grieve, but rejoice in the garden which you were promised. We are your guardians in the world's life and in the hereafter. Hmm.
So I'm a bit confused because I have the notion that the jinns became Muslims in
Yes, they
previous.
did. Well,
Yeah.
some of the jinns became Muslim, some of them didn't. I mean, are jinns physical or are they, like spirits?
Maybe that's part of the smoke.
Could be. Or Allah just has had a big stogie and he was just smoking away and said, "Oh shoot, I forgot to build the heavens. I built the earth with no heavens." And it's funny because in the Hadith, Allah created the sun or the light on the fourth day, Wednesday. And then they say, how come in the Bible your God created the earth before the sun? Oh, gee, I don't know. How come in your holy hadiths from Muhammad it says that Allah, you know, created the sun on Wednesday? He started on the Saturday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So for 4 days he was building in the dark. Now I'm trying to think. We are your guardian. Your guardian. Oh, okay, that's fine. And you will have in it what your souls lust for. Now notice, I got a problem with this now. Bubza, you know Bubza, Sam. Apparently, Bubza doesn't see anything wrong that in Allah's heaven you're gonna lust. Whatever your soul lusts for, you will have it in what you call. So all this praying to Allah and everything that you're doing, worshiping Allah now, according to Bubza, you will not have to worship God or Allah anymore because you're gonna be too busy shaggating, right? But whatever your soul lusts for. So let's say you're a sick individual and you say, you know what? Allah, I want to have sex with my sister. Can you make it happen for me? And Allah will say, bro, I'm here for you. There's your sister. Go to it. And who is better in speech from those who called to Allah and did a good deed? Now, Allah goes around from good deeds to a good deed and said, surely I am of the Muslims. I am of the submitters. And the good are not equal. Okay, and the good are not equal. The good are not equal to what? Neither the evil. Okay. Now, if it would have said, "and the good are not equal to the evil," I could dig that. But to say the good are not equal, comma, neither the evil. Okay. Pay which is better. Pay which is better. So if who between you and him is enmity, as if he is a close friend. Anybody understand that crap? Pay?
I'm still confused that you need to have money in Jannah.
I don't know. Maybe Allah's got Bitcoin. It's all digital. Maybe you got a little chip in your hand and pay with which is better. I don't understand. Is he saying either pay with the good or pay with the evil? I don't know. And how in God's name can a Muslim say, oh, you got to read it in Arabic because it makes sense? No, it doesn't. I've got Arabic friends who have PhD. He's got a PhD. Hey, Adam, how's it going? Alhamdulillah, with some bacon in it.
Well, that's the other thing that I like to say. Well, wait a minute. So Allah can't get his word across in English?
Apparently,
I
you
mean,
can't. And here's the funny thing, Ed. Why didn't Allah pick a language that was already established? Because this particular Arabic in the area, he could have gone with the Arabic of the, let's say, the southern parts, down in the Yemen area, which I'm told already had the diacritical marks.
right.
So he picked the upper Arabic or the Hijaz, which didn't have any diacritical marks. So it was really an incomplete language. It hadn't really evolved. Now, by that time in the 7th century, Hebrew was well established. Greek was well established. Two languages that would have been much better than the Arabic.
Well, yeah, Greek was definitely the language of the time.
And to force people to have to learn a language that is like one of the top 10 most hardest languages to learn, to me is like, that's bullcrap. I mean, God's
Yeah,
message
yeah.
should be able to be understood in anybody's language. Otherwise, Allah should have made us all Arabic. Now, let me ask you a question. Is Allah saying that he made a mistake when he sent let's say the Torah in Hebrew. And I'm assuming that the Injil was in Greek. Now I'm sure the Muslims will say it was Aramaic. Hey, even Aramaic would have been a better language, because I could be wrong, but didn't Hebrew and let's say Arabic originally come from the Aramaic?
Well, you see, it's pretty interesting that you would say that, because there's a book out by a fellow named Gabriel Sama
Oh,
who,
I have his book.
yeah, so it actually talks about the Aramaic language of the Quran, and his stance is that these were church hymns.
Yeah, that's the latest, or one of the series that Jay did with Odin
Hmm.
LaFontaine
And Al Fadi. Hmm.
and now Fadi, and also what's the other guy? God, I can't remember the guy from Odin is from France. He actually liked one of my ideas on my channel, and then the other guy, is his name
The
Jonathan
British
or
fellow,
something?
the British fellow.
No, I don't know about the British. Yeah, is that Mel or?
Yeah, Mel. Hmm.
Okay, yeah, but Odin is from France, and it seems that the French and the Germans are really looking into this, and what they're looking is, like you said, it appears that these were all Aramaic hymns and lectionaries,
Yeah, there were no diacritical markings
right? Because
in the original.
apparently they were talking about these things called the dark passages in the Quran, and what they say, those are basically passages who make no sense in Arabic, but if you take the skeleton, the razam, and you put the Aramaic diacritical marks, then you understand. Like for instance, the ALM or the Aleph Lam Mim has no real meaning or makes any sense in Arabic, but it makes sense in Aramaic. Now, also, when
Hmm.
people say the sana, I if I was a Muslim, I would never use the sana as an example, because if they know anything about the sana is a palmacet.
Yeah.
So whoever wrote on it, apparently there was a Quran already existing,
Yep.
and then somebody just kind of wiped it out and started over. So I think Jay's question was why? What was wrong with the one that was already there?
Yep. Sure enough.
And then also they found by accident, they found a manuscript, again, another palmacet, that apparently the underneath part or the early writing was actually Christian scriptures that somebody erased or washed away and then wrote
Hmm.
the Quran on it. Very interesting. I'm
Yep.
telling you, I think in the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to see so much information that's going to blow Islam out of the water, even more than what it is now. That the standard narrative, it's not going to have holes in it. It's going to be like a sinkhole.
It's going to be like a black hole.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, isn't a black hole prophesized in the Quran?
Yeah, not even light will escape it.
Okay, 35, and no one will receive it. All right, what is number 3? The garden. Okay. And no one will receive the garden except those who are patient, and no one will receive it except the possessor of great luck. Oh man, you got to have great luck if you want to go to Allah's whorehouse. I don't know, man. Do you want to bet your life on luck? I don't know, man.
No.
Muslims got to rethink
But
this.
this is a contradiction, because in the previous one it says about good deed, not
Yeah,
deeds, good deed. So here's a clear contradiction.
yeah. But apparently, you have to hope that you're going to be one of those possessors of great luck.
Yeah,
Not
but,
only do you,
but
Contradiction.
you cannot say in 35 only the one with great luck
yeah,
will receive it, and in the previous one you're talking about good deeds, right?
yeah. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. No wonder Muhammad, before he died, said he didn't know where the hell he was going, because I don't even know where you're going according to this. Here in 35, it says no one will receive the gardens except those who are patient. Okay, and no, and of the patient ones, no one's going to receive it except those who are the possessor of great luck. So not only do you need to be patient, but you also got to have great luck. Otherwise, you're screwed.
And we also know that he didn't finish the Quran because he said, "Here, come, let me write something for you, so you will not go astray." Before he died.
Yeah.
Oops.
Of course, the Muslim said, no, 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 no. He couldn't write. What he meant was he told somebody, hey, can you get a pen and I'm going to tell you what to write? But again, actually, I think I might be doing a show later on. So, Sam, if you want to hang out, I'll have to do another stream. I'm going to show my interactions with Muslims, especially this one Muslima. I don't know how dumb they get. And if an incitement from Satan, I'm sorry, if an enticement from Satan entices you, so seek refuge in Allah. Surely he is the hearing and the knowing. Now, if he is the hearing and the knowing, why doesn't he stop Satan from enticing you? I know, it's a sign from Allah. He wants to see who's good and who's bad, kind of like Santa Claus. He's got that naughty list. And of his signs are the night and the day. And oh, this is a song. And of his signs are the night and the day, and the sun and the moon. Do not worship the sun, and neither the moon, and the worship to Allah. Anyway. And of his signs are the night and the day, and the sun and the moon. Awesome. Do not worship the sun and neither the moon, and worship to Allah who created them, if you were serving him. Okay. So if they become proud, who becomes proud? The infidels, the polytheists, the mushriks. So those who are with your Lord, praise to him in the night and the day. But wait a minute. Bubs told me that when you go to Allah's heaven, you won't be praising Allah. But what does this say? So those who are with your Lord, praise to him in the night and the day. And they will not be bored. I mean, how can you be bored? You got 72 wives. I mean, Jesus. Let me see. How many can you do in one night? Is this like Solomon who did 100 wives in one night? But he forgot to say Bismillah. So only one got pregnant and she had half a human, which I don't know what that means, but hey.
Sign everywhere, a sign.
I'm telling you, some of this stuff you could actually make a song. Like
I think I just googled this one. I swear, all for one.
yeah,
Is
I
the one I'm thinking about. Yeah.
swear. Yeah, that's a good song. May have to start. I'm telling you, man. Once I get some money, I'm gonna get a really good setup. Of course, by that time, I'll be finished with the Quran, and I won't know what to do with myself. I'll be finished before I think the end of November if I do 4 shows a week. And the signs that you see the earth lowly. So when we send
We
down,
have somebody here who wants to come up and clarify something. Principal methods.
oh, that's Adam. Yeah, hold on a second. Let me get the
Oh, it's gonna
name.
get fun now.
Yeah, Adam's a cool dude, man. We go back a long way.
Yeah, we love Adam.
Yeah. Okay, there you go, Adam. All right. Let me see before I go on, because once I go to the other screen, I can't see who's in the back channel. Okay. Okay. No. All right. When he comes in, somebody let me know. Hey, Adam, just post something in the back in the private chat, and somebody will let me know. Okay, and okay, I read that already. Okay, 38. So if they become proud, so those who are with your Lord praise him. And okay, those who are with your Lord praise to him in the night and the day, and they will not be bored. And the signs that you see, the earth lowly. I don't know what that means. So when we send down the water on it, I guess the earth, it shakes and swells. Hey, have you ever seen the earth shake when it rains?
No, and I haven't really ever seen it swell either.
Well, I guess it depends where you're at. It might be a flood, but it would really suck if it rained and it swelled. Okay, I guess he's having difficulties. Surely the one who gives it life will raise the dead. Okay, I guess he's talking about when it rains, flowers and trees and all that good stuff. Surely he has might over all things.
I mean, it could be interpreted as him raising zombies.
Yeah. Now, see, I have a problem when somebody says surely. It kind of like they're not really sure if Allah has the might over all things.
Well, I thought he was talking about somebody named Shirley.
Okay, but you
Don't
see what
call
I'm
me
talking
Shirley.
about? That's almost as bad as saying, perhaps he has might over all things. I'm like, what do you mean, perhaps? Okay, 40. Surely those who turn away from our verses, they got to be some really bad verses. They are not hidden from us. Okay, what are not hidden from Allah? The verses or the people who turn away? Is he who is cast into the fire better, or who will come forth secure on the resurrection day? I mean, these sentences don't make sense. It's almost like they belong somewhere else.
He sure
Do
does
what you
like talking to
want.
Shirley.
I know. Okay. What does it say? Do what you want. Okay. Okay, but I don't understand because you're asking a question and then you come back with do what you want. That doesn't answer the question. Surely he sees what you do. Oh man, I hope Allah's not seeing this. Surely those who became infidels in the reminder when it came to them, and surely it is a dear book. Any of that make sense to any of you guys? Now
Well,
this
the
is
reminder is supposed to be the Bible.
we don't know because the Torah is the reminder, the Zabur is the reminder, the Injil is the reminder, the Quran is the reminder. Oh my God! And every other prophet had a book. So how many books? All right, here's Adam. That took you long enough, bro.
124,000.
Is that the California, Wi-Fi? Takes you a while. Okay, 42. The vanity will not come to it from between his hands, nor from behind him, a descending from a wise praise. Again, this is just, I don't know what it's talking about.
Unintelligible babble.
Okay. Allah revealed nothing new to Muhammad in the Quran. I mean, so far I haven't really seen anything new. Okay,
Hey,
nothing has.
Muhammad is here. No, Adam. Sorry, not Muhammad. Adam.
I was going to say Muhammad.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man, you still in California?
Hello?
Yeah, can you
Yep,
hear
I'm
us?
still in California. I'm actually on my way home from work, so I'm driving.
Man,
There will be a
you got
point where I lose
you're gonna lose
reception,
connection.
and so when I
Okay,
do lose reception,
no problem.
just
Hey, you gotta
know that
you
that's
gotta
what
get
happened.
out. You gotta get out of California, bro. I'm trying to get my sister to leave California. Me and her son are trying to get her to move. I mean, it
Yeah,
used
why
to
is
be a good
that?
place.
Income tax or?
Well, I mean, I think that California has become a crap hole. You got a really crappy governor. It's become a liberal infestation. I mean, the aliens are taking over, and I don't mean like UFO aliens. I'm talking about the ones across the border. You got high
Looks like
taxes and all that other crap.
it's fixing to fall off the United States
Yeah,
too.
the taxes. A lot of people are leaving California actually, and big reason is because of the income taxes. But
Right.
and they are crazy. I mean, if you saw my paychecks, you might even get mad. But
What,
what
that
was
you're
I gonna
paying
say?
high
There was
taxes?
something that. What's up?
What, that I might get mad because of the high taxes that they're taking from your paycheck?
Yeah. Just so drastic.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people move out because of that reason. My brother-in-law and my sister just moved out of California for that reason. And um, I talked to some people. A lot of people I know have already moved out of California, but I can't because I just got a really good job, and I'm not trying to leave that job. And it's pretty good pay. It's got a future to it.
All right. All right, let's continue in this
But
madness. All
yeah, I want to.
Okay, you want to clarify
Hello?
because you're breaking up really bad. You're in the matrix.
Yeah, am I still breaking up?
Yeah, you're breaking up, bro. I'm going to continue because otherwise we'll never finish this book. Okay, 44. And if we made it a foreign Quran, they would say, were it not that its verses have been expounded, whether foreign or Arabic.
Oh,
Now you're still breaking up. This is to those who believed a guidance and a healing, and those who do not believe there is heaviness in their ears, and on them a blindness. Man, your ears are heavy. Woo-hoo. Those are called from a far place. What is he talking about? I still don't know what he's talking about. Okay. Well, I mean, I can understand why the Quran or the Revelation came in Arabic because that's what the people in that area spoke. I would
Can you go up to 40 again? Because I think you skipped it.
40.
43. No, 43. 43. Nothing has been said to you except what indeed has been said to the messengers before you. Surely your Lord is the possessor of forgiveness and is possessor of a painful punishment. Uh,
I think I did miss it.
yeah. So
Blame it on Adam. He distracted me. That's why he
nothing
came up
nothing
and
has
broke
been
it.
said to you except what indeed has been said to the messenger. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of stuff in the Quran that is incoherent. I don't want to say new, but incoherent, and like nothing from the previous scripture has been this incoherent. So
But here's the thing: what has been said to the messengers before? I mean, the only consistent thing that a Muslim can tell me is that all the prophets they all said one thing: worship one God. Really? That's all they? That's all? And you needed 124,000 messengers to tell
well,
people, hey, worship one
even
God.
like even in the Quran, it says last time I was here, right? Uh, that you have to include Allah with the other ones.
Right, right.
Yeah. So that is new.
Well, it was okay.
Shirk is new
Yeah,
in the Quran.
it was okay as long as you called on others with Allah. Or like to me, it was like saying, "Hey, if you're going to call on others, you got to make sure you include Allah in the calling." All right, let me read 44 again. And if we made it a what time is it? 7 okay. Okay. And if we made it a foreign Quran, they would say, were it not that its verses had been expounded. Okay, does anybody know what expounded? Because I'm getting the idea that expounded means like made clear.
Explained in
Yeah,
detail and all
explained
that.
in detail. Right. Okay, but we haven't seen anything that's really explained in detail. The opposite. It's more like it confuses you. Whether foreign or Arabic, okay, I don't understand. Whether foreign or Arabic, what does that mean? Say, this is to those who believe that guidance and a healing, and to those who do not believe, there is a heaviness in their ears, and it is on them a blindness. Those are called from a far place. What does that mean? All right, 45. And indeed, we gave Moses the book, but we don't know what book this is. So they differed in it. Who differed in it? Moses? the people of Moses? And were it not that a word proceeded from your Lord, he would have judged between them. And surely they are in a great doubt about it. About what? Here we go again. Whoever did a good deed. So you only need to do a good deed. It depends on the day. So it is to himself. Okay. And whoever does evil, so it is against it. Against it? Against who? So if you do a good deed, it is to himself. Okay. And whoever does evil, so it is against it. Okay. Against what? The good deed? Man. And your Lord is not unjust to the servants. Okay, so he's just unjust to the servant. But that's not true, because in the story of Noah in chapter 26, Allah not only drowned the unjust, but he also drowned some of his servants. Because Allah says that most of them were disbelievers, meaning that, okay, we got most of them, but some of them were believers. We apologize later on. 47, to him alone is the knowledge of the hour. Okay. No fruit comes from its coverings. I don't know what that means. Neither does any female conceive nor deliver, but with his knowledge. And a day he will call them, saying, where are my partners? I don't know. They said, we proclaim to you that none of us is a witness. A witness to what? And what they were calling on before strayed from them, and they thought that there was no escape. Okay.
You know, when it says, if you go up top just a little bit to 46, the thing you told about, drowning the servants, just above, right? We're talking about people with good luck coming to the paradise. So even like, you cannot say that the one he drowns will go, if they were not disbelievers, if they were good servants, that they will have a ticket to paradise, because they will have to be in good luck. And here, so how do we know that the one he drowned, who are the just servants, have enough luck to get to Jannah?
Yeah, but why did he drown the just servants?
Yeah, no, I understand that, but I mean, if you go with, well, they will go to Jannah. No, they will not. Right? Nothing is guaranteed.
All right, let's go to 49. Well, I think the only thing that's guaranteed that you're going to die. Oh my goodness, we're almost finished. Look at that. I'll be able to start in chapter 42. The human never ceases to call for good, and if evil touches him, I read that already. So he despairs.
Hello?
Yeah, you're back.
Oh, I am back. Oh, okay, cool. I'll let you finish. I just wanted to clarify one thing before I lose reception.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I've got it highlighted. So where do you want to go?
Okay, so Protestant believer mentioned earlier that the Quran was not completed because there's a hadith mentioning bring me scapula and an ink so that I can write for you something of which you'll never go astray. That would have been classified as hadith. That would not have been. That wasn't part of the Quran. So that doesn't mean that the Quran is not complete. And in fact, it was completed with the ayah where it says, on this day I have perfected religion for you. It's something along these lines. I'm not being exact on the quote, but on this day I have chosen Islam for your religion.
But now, Adam, don't you find that to be a
that,
problem? Because that is chapter 5 in the Quran that you have today.
Yeah, what's the problem with that? I don't get it.
Well, if he completed the religion in chapter 5, which really is at the end of, which should be at the end, why is chapter 5 at the beginning of the book? Because it says,
you're thinking of it like a storybook. It's not a storybook. The order has nothing to do with the order in which the revelation was revealed.
Of course it is. Every book Every book that's ever been written, Adam, has to have a narrative. It has to make sense. You don't put your your first chapters at the end of the book, or your end chapters at the beginning of the book. Maybe it
Okay,
could be
well,
why this
The
didn't
other
make
problem,
any sense.
the other problem that you have is that the Hadith come 200 years later, and you don't have any proof to the contrary. So that's another problem.
okay, but regardless, the statement about bring me scapula and some ink so that you will never go astray. Regardless, that would have been considered as hadith. So that's not a reason to say that the Quran was not complete.
You can't prove that.
Yeah, but
Well,
Adam,
the onus isn't on me to prove anything. You're the one making the claim.
isn't the
No,
Quran
actually, it
considered the
is.
best
It is.
hadith?
It is actually. This is your books, dude, not mine.
Right, but you're making a
You're the one
claim that
having
the
to
Quran
defend
was
it.
not complete. You're making a
Yeah,
claim that the Quran was not complete because of that
right.
hadith. But that would have been
And
classified as hadith
that's your
because
prophet saying that it wasn't complete.
no,
That's your
it's not.
prophet
So
saying, okay, all right, then if the Quran was there to keep people from going astray, then why would Muhammad say, oh, let me write something for you so you won't go astray? I thought all that was taken care of.
Because at his speech in Arafat before he got back, he had a speech where he said there are two things. If you hold tight to them, you'll never go astray. My Quran and my Sunnah. So it's not only the Quran that keeps you from going astray. There's a duo to that. There's two parts.
Yeah,
And
you have another problem because now you're killing your Quran because your Quran says it explains all things in detail and doesn't qualify all things.
say that again.
I said your Quran claims to
Well,
explain all
I would have
things
to read
in
that.
detail. There are several verses where it claims to explain all things in detail and does not qualify all things.
Okay, but that's a separate topic now. Now you're getting into a separate topic. See, you're diverting the discussion
I'm not getting into a
because
separate
you're saying
topic.
you're saying now
No.
you're saying
No.
now the Quran is you're saying that the Quran made a mistake. That's what you're saying. But before you were
Yeah.
saying that the Quran wasn't complete. So those are two different things.
Right.
Yeah,
How
right.
is it two
Exactly. You
different
just
things when it's
admitted
a
it.
complaint?
You're switching the topic. First you said the
No.
Quran is not complete. Now you're saying the Quran is making a mistake. So once I catch you
No.
on that one point, now you're changing the topic.
No, I'm
well,
not changing the
they go
topic.
together though,
Yeah.
because if you cannot prove which surah actually come last, and then you have in the Quran so everything made clear, then not only do we spot contradictions when we read it, but also just not having a coherency in the order of which it was compiled is an error in itself, right? So it's incomplete and it's wrong. But
Yeah,
to your
right.
point,
But
hold on.
having an error and being incomplete are two different
Yeah,
things. So
but
you got to address one
no,
topic at a time. You can't just switch
but I
topics.
just explained to you they go together. But to your point,
Yeah.
about 5:30, because if I remember correctly, it's
No, but they
5:30.
don't go together. They're two
Yeah,
separate
Hey,
things. They're
dude.
two
all
separate
right,
things.
If
all
it's
right. Let me
incomplete,
just
that's an error,
let's
buddy.
yeah. Even
Hey
if
guys,
can I
let's
just
go.
complete this one
Yeah,
because
let's go.
I
Let's finish
posted.
this chapter because otherwise, I'm never going to finish him. I don't think I have that many spare brain cells to
Oh,
spare.
and one
So
more thing: the Earth does swell. So the moon has a effect on the Earth. If you look at it, modern science has just recently proven there is a contraction and expansion of the
Wait,
Earth.
what?
Yeah, it's true.
Amazing. Yeah, call Nadir
yeah,
Ahmed.
but I don't think it had anything to do with the water, but that's okay.
No,
We can talk
it's
about
the
that.
gravitational pull of the moon that that pulls on the Earth. That doesn't make it swell. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's you could say swell or you could say expand. It's the same thing.
You didn't just say that, did you?
All right, let's
I
continue.
You know
definitely
you're
did.
being recorded. You know you're
Before the
being
earth
recorded,
Yes,
right?
swells.
definitely.
Okay, 49. The humans never cease to call for good. Okay, why did I read this already? Okay, well, I'll read it again. The humans never ceases The human never ceases to call for good, and if evil touches him, so he despairs, hopeless. And if we cause him to taste a mercy from us after affliction has touched him, he is sure to say, "This is for me, and I do not think the hour is rising. And if I return to my Lord, surely I will have with him the best." So then we will surely inform those who became infidels of what they have done, and surely we will cause them to taste from a thick, great torment. I'm not liking that torment at all. And if we graced on human, on okay, and if we graced on the human, he turns aside and withdraws himself. And if the evil touches him, so he is of wide, what does that mean? Number 4, lengthy. So he is of the lengthy prayers. Okay, I don't know what that means. Say, have you seen if it was from Allah? Have you seen what is from Allah? I'm confused. Then you become infidels in it. Okay. Who is more astray and who is in the farthest opposition? Come on, Adam, you got to admit this is the most disjointed, incoherent book that's ever been written. And the only reason that it's even published is because it's a holy book. Otherwise, nobody would publish this. At least when you read the Bible, you got to admit it's coherent. It's not disjointed. You can read everything. It's got a narrative format. It makes sense. Here, I get confused every other verse. We will show them our signs in the horizon and in themselves until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth. Okay. Is it not sufficient with your Lord that he is a witness over all things? Okay. But they are surely in doubt about the meeting of their Lord. He is not surrounding all things. Okay. Okay,
All right.
ladies and
So
gentlemen.
let me just, because this is so funny. When I think of the size of the horizon, I think of the cowboy riding to the sunset on the horizon. So like in the Western movies, they should add Allah, whenever the movie ends.
John Wayne riding out into the sunset. All right, let's get this bad boy started. We are
Before
on.
you start the next chapter, let me just respond to what Adam was saying,
Mhm.
because there are
How
two
you doing?
problems. All right, he says that 5 supposed to be the last chapter, which is not. All right, so if you go by like islamweb.net, which have scholars, all right, they have difference of opinion. One says that Surah an-Nasr, victory, I believe that's chapter 8 or 9 is the last one. Then they have the one al-Majah, the table, revealing the Hajj, and the last one is death of the Prophet, uh, is 281. So that's like people won't even be like the scholars can't even agree which was the last surah
Well,
revealed, and
if
and
you.
even if it was chapter 5,
Mhm.
this was revealed in 5 verse 3, very early on. So
Well,
it
here's the
doesn't.
thing,
Yeah.
Sam. 5 in chronological order of revelation is number. It really should be chapter 112. Just before the chapter of the sword, which is chapter 9, which is chapter 113. And then, of course, chapter 114 is, I guess, yeah. So this chapter is really, it's at the end of the book. It's pretty much the end of the book.
And the Quran that we have today is not how it was revealed, period. So, I mean,
No.
that's just kind of, destroys this complete whole argument. I mean, it's gone.
And you also got the problem that chapter 96, which is the chapter of the clot, that really should be the first chapter in the book, because that is how Quran, I'm sorry, that is how Islam started. You know, the whole ikra, ikra, ikra. Wouldn't you
Yeah,
think that
'cause
you'd want to know how the religion started first before you have to read how the religion started at the end of the book? Seriously,
you know, what is Aleph Lam Mim? What is that?
nobody knows. Oh, but
They
this
don't
one's
even
even
know.
yeah, this one's even better. Okay, the chapter 42, the consultation. So if you want to get a consultation, you got to call 1-800-FIND-ALLAH. Okay, number one, HM. Okay, we're starting off bad. Okay, number one says a word containing two Arabic letters without meaning. Okay. Number two is just as bad. ASQ, a word containing three Arabic letters with no meaning. Okay. Allah did a double whammy on this one. Okay, I guess he's must be driving in a bad. Okay. Likewise, it is revealed to you and to those before you. Allah is the dear, the wise. Okay. Is that what was revealed to you? That Allah is the dear, the wise? So what was revealed to you and to those before you? You see what I'm saying? This book produces more questions than answers. Because if I'm reading this and it says, likewise, it is revealed to you and to those before you, what was revealed? Okay, who's you? I have no clue. I'm assuming it's Muhammad. What was revealed to Muhammad and what was revealed to the people before him? I have no clue. To him, what is in the heavens and what is on the earth, and he is the high, the great. I think Allah was high when he was creating the heavens. That would be all the smoke that was coming from his pipe. The heavens almost divide from above them. Okay. And the angels praise with their Lord's praise. Now, Ed, correct me if I'm wrong, but if Allah has his own praise, wouldn't he need to be praising somebody else?
That's affirmative.
Okay, see, I mean, I
We all
think
know we know he was praising Muhammad.
yeah, I mean, somebody's praising somebody. And they ask forgiveness for those on the earth. Okay, I guess the angels are asking for forgiveness for those on the earth. Okay. Is Allah surely not forgiving, the merciful? Again, I don't see what to say. So who's talking here? Is it Allah? Hmm. Interesting. And those who took friends without him, Allah keeps over them. Okay. And you are not a guardian over them. Okay, I guess Allah's telling Muhammad, hey man, don't worry about it. Okay, I'm the only one who can guard over them. You just go ahead and shag those lovely little 6-year-old girls. And likewise, were you revealed to you an Arabic Quran to warn the mother of the villages and those around it? Who's the mother of the villages? And warn them of the gathering day. But wait a minute. How come Allah is saying the Quran was revealed in Arabic, and how many words are in his Quran that are not Arabic? I mean, at least 270. Okay. There is no doubt in it. No doubt in what? A group in the garden and a group in the blaze. Okay. That's what the doubt is. There will be a group in the garden and a group in the blaze. And if Allah wills, because Allah might be in a bad mood, he would have made them one nation. But he enters whom he wills into his mercy. And the unjust do not have a friend nor helper. Or have they taken friends without him? So Allah is the friend. See, but that's a human trait. Okay, I don't even think that's an idol trait. And he gives life to the dead, and he has might over all things. Okay. Well, he can't have might over all things because I'm over here tearing up his Quran. Let me see. Sam got disconnected. Mecca is the mother, but yeah, we can't find Mecca anywhere. And Allah
You can
was
find it.
very,
You
yeah,
actually you can find it in Revelation 17.
yeah.
It's called
And
Mystery Babylon.
the funny thing is that why couldn't Allah just say, and Mecca is the mother of the villages? What villages? And those around it. Okay. And whatever thing you disagree in, so its judgment is to Allah. Okay. This is Allah, my Lord, on whom I have depended. Well, you could get a pair of dependents, then you won't need Allah. And to him I turn. Okay. The creator of the heavens and the earth, he has made to you from your soul pairs, and from the livestock pairs, and he multiplies you in it. I mean, I don't even think Shakespeare is that hard to understand compared to this. Allah is high on the Dunlop glue. Maybe Allah works at the glue factory. I mean, I don't know what Allah is trying to do.
Shakespeare.
Yes. And from the livestock pairs, what does that mean? He multiplies you in it, multiplies me in. Oh, okay. I guess he multiplies me in the earth. Okay. There is nothing like him. Well, yeah, he's got two right hands. You darn Skippy ain't nothing like him. And he is the hearing and the seeing. So if he is the hearing, why does Allah have to come down in the third of the night and ask people, hey, do you need my supplication?
Come down to the first heaven, actually.
Yeah. Every third of at the third of the night. But Allah doesn't know that it's the third of the night always, because Allah forgot about the time zones. To him are the keys of the heavens and the earth. I think they're trying to copy the Bible. He expands and measures the provision to whomever he wills. Is Sam back? Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
I
No,
don't know
I
why I
wasn't.
dropped off, but I was here the whole
I
time.
wasn't sure because I'm in another screen. Okay. Okay, surely he is the knower of all things. Okay. He established for you the religion which Noah advised with. Okay, but what religion did Noah have? And if chapter 5 says, and we perfected your religion today. So that means all this time, Muhammad was practicing an imperfect religion.
I gotta say, like, this reading the Quran is torture.
It is. It is. There's no good to your brain. All right, he established for you the religion which Noah advised with, but we don't know what Noah's religion was. Surely it wasn't Islam. And what we revealed to you, and what we advised to Abraham and Moses and Isa, that perform the religion and do not be divided in it. What religion? All right, what is number 3? Number 3, difficult. Big difficult to the polytheists. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay, big. Okay, difficult to the polytheists. What you call them? What you call to them? What does
What you
that even
call
mean?
them too? It's like, huh?
What does that
What
even
you?
mean? Because what does he say? He says number 3 is difficult. So does that mean big difficult? Big difficult to the polytheists? What you call them to? I don't know. Allah chooses to himself whom he wills and guides to himself whoever turns. Okay, now does that mean turn to him or turn away from him? And they did not divide except after the knowledge came to them, and envy between them. Okay, the knowledge must have not really been that great. If after they got the knowledge, they said, hell, man, we don't need this Allah. And they did not, okay. And were it not that a word proceeded from your Lord until an appointed time, he would have judged between them. Okay. And surely those who inherited the book after them are in dubious doubt concerning it. What book?
You know what I feel like right now?
Banging your head against the wall?
Squirrel!
Oh, hey, there's a shiny dime on the floor there. Hey, Leah, welcome back.
Yeah. I don't think I'm happy to be back to this.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we saved you some brain cells. Now you're about to lose some. Muhammad was commanded
Well,
to
you
believe.
missed Leah. You missed Adam's revelation to us when he
Yeah,
says, "Indeed, science has come to a conclusion that the Earth can swell."
I would
Hold
like
on.
some.
So,
Can swell?
I
yeah, it
would
can
like some
Yeah.
evidence
swell.
to that.
Yeah, because now they're going to have to totally reconstruct all the maps and give us, the coordinates of when the Earth is swollen as opposed to when it's not swollen.
Yeah,
Why is it swollen though? That's the question you got.
because Allah sent rain down on it. Every time Allah
Allah's,
sends rain,
Allah's
it
Someone
swells.
give it an
squeezing it. Yeah.
anti-inflammatory.
All right, let's continue. Muhammad was commanded to believe in whatever every book Allah sent down. Okay, but I thought
Whatever.
all the books were corrupted by the time Muhammad came into the picture. So therefore, so invite and stand firm as you have been commanded. Okay, what is the command? I don't know. And do not follow their desires and say, I believed in whatever Allah has sent down of the book. What book? Oh, it's the book that's in the tablets. And I am commanded to act fairly between you. Allah is our Lord and your Lord. To us our works, and to you your works. There is no excuse between us and you. I don't know what that means. Excuse for what? Allah gathers between us, and to him is the final return. Okay. And those who dispute in Allah, after his excuse was answered for him, he will be void with their Lord, and wrath will be on them, and they will have a severe torment. Allah, reading your book is a severe torment. I should automatically get 72 virgins just for being tormented by reading the Quran. Just saying. Allah is the one who sent down the book with the truth and the scales. What book? Because at this time, Muhammad had no book. And what do you know? I
Wait,
don't.
wait. Truth and the scales.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
what's up with
book,
the scales, man?
I don't know, man.
Wait. So the original Quran has scales upon it.
I guess.
I guess he wanted to make sure it weighed just like it was supposed to weigh, so he
Yeah,
could prove that was the right Quran, right?
I guess. And what is this? And what do you know? I don't know. Anybody know? Allah doesn't know. I don't know. Perhaps
It's
the
like, what's
hour.
this book? Do you know anything
I,
about it?
I don't know. Perhaps the
Maybe,
hour is near. Who's speaking here? Is this Allah? Oh my God! Is this my brother, the real Rob Christian? Or do we
Might
have
not be real.
his mic is
No,
mute?
I think we have a troll in the.
Yeah, because the mic is not unmuted
The
There's a
last
yet.
guy
time,
named Computer.
I don't know.
I don't know if he's real because the last time, you said he didn't remember you.
It's been a while. Yeah, I think that was a fake Rob Christian.
Yeah, we have some trolls in the chat. One guy named Computer.
Could be. Maybe it was Allah or Aladdin, the Filipino dancer. Okay, 17. Allah is the one who sent down the book with the truth and the scales. And what do you know? I don't know. Perhaps the hour is near. Perhaps, I don't know. Now, who's saying perhaps the hour is near? Is it Allah or is it Muhammad? Because if it's Allah saying perhaps the hour is near, we got a problem. Does an hour know if the hour is near? And those who do not believe in it hasten it. Who do not believe in what? And those who believe are in fear from it. Now, do you really want to be in fear of something? And they know it is the truth. Oh, must be talking about the book with the scales. Okay. And not surely those who dispute in the hour and a far away, number 4, profound, and a, okay, and a far away, profound era. I don't know what that means. Allah is kind to his servants. He provides to whom he wills, and he is the strong and the dear. I think Allah lifts weights. I better start lifting weights because, I don't want Allah to be stronger than me. 20. Whoever was desiring the harvest of the hereafter, we will increase to him in his harvest. And whoever was desiring the harvest of this world, we will give it to him from it. Okay. And he will not have any portion in the hereafter. Okay. Or,
can I, in that case, how come like all the Islamic world that is put on like deserts do not have any harvest?
okay,
It's
wait a minute.
all sand, right?
Okay. Okay, Rob Christian came on and says, "May I join the stream, dear brother John?" Okay, join. Oh, okay, join. Yes, sir. I don't know what that means. Oh, maybe he's trying to say when I said, "Is it the real Rob Christian?" Nah, come on. Now, maybe because you know how on Clubhouse, if you make somebody a mod, then they shut down your room. But unfortunately, on StreamYard, I am the only one who's got that power. So even if it is a troll, the worst they can do is not much. And it's weird that just so happens that my name is John, but Rob Christian doesn't know my name. So
No, I remember things vividly like that. Because you were saying a while ago, he doesn't even remember you. That's why it's very weird for him to appear on
yeah.
your stream.
And how would he even know that I'm doing the show? Because I think I was on the show years ago. If he knows me, he would know me as Kufrophobia, because that's my name on Pal Talk.
Can you kick people out of the chat, by the way?
I can.
In
But
that
I would
case, can you do that? Can you do
I'll
that to
get him.
computer?
I'll get him.
I was gonna say Ed because I'm not on YouTube,
He's done.
so I would have to log on. That's why I have my beautiful moderators. Okay, oh look, we have got little girls in the chat. Okay. Oh, somebody created a fake Miriam account. Oh, come on, guys. Am I really doing such a good job that they got to do this? I'm being told that this is useless. So why are they bothering me? Come on.
Hey, and I actually do have the order of all the chapters.
Do you have
I've
that?
got a list.
Do you have that Quran? I have the Quran that's actually put in the Revelation order.
Now, I just have a list of all the
Yeah,
chapters
I
and
do
how
too.
they're in order.
It's on
Yeah.
my spreadsheet. I've got a huge spreadsheet where I keep all my stuff.
Yep.
So I look at it to see, okay, and I can sort by whatever. But I also have the Quran in its chronological order. I think there's two books out there that put it in chronological order. Okay, we got
You,
My
you
order is
guys, you
showing.
guys ever wonder why they would put the Quran in like the numeric order, like the longest one first and the shortest one last?
yeah,
Like, why would they need to do
but
that
Sam,
in the first place?
Yeah.
that's not even true because the Quran is really not from the longest to the shortest. It jumps all over the place.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Yeah, that's
crazy.
true. Yeah, that's true.
because look at this. Okay, you got Al Fatiha. It's got 7. Then you got the cow, 286. Then you got Imran, 200. Then you have Al-Mahdi, the table, 120. Okay, now it jumps back up to Al-Anam, 165. Then Al-Araf, 206. Then you got the ants, that's 75. Then it jumps back up. Then it goes down. Then it goes back up. Then it goes down. Then it goes down. Up, 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 down, down, down. So it's like it really follows. And then all of a sudden you get to chapter 47. Oh my God, I'm not even there yet. That's got 227 verses. Okay. And then in chapter 56, it's got 182. After that, it is smooth sailing, baby. I'll be able to crank this out. So I've got 2 chapters that are going to be a pain in my butt. But it is what it is. Oh, no. Wait a minute. I've already passed chapter 37. Yeah. Okay. So I've done that. Okay, so the only one I got to worry about. Oh, I got nothing to worry about. That's it. Everything else is smooth sailing. This is, what are we on? We're on chapter 41 or 42? I think
42.
that's only got 53 verses. I won't finish because it's almost 8 o'clock. But we'll probably get halfway. Okay, 21. Or do they have partners prescribed for them in the religion which Allah did not allow? Again, we don't know what religion. And were it not that the decisive word, he would have judged between them. Okay, what is this decisive word that caused Allah not to judge between people? And surely the unjust will have a painful torment. That much we got. You will see the unjust worried of what they have earned, and it is falling on them.
Shirley must have really pissed him off.
I'm telling you, Shirley didn't give it up. And those who believed and did good deeds, now it's good deeds, not did good deed, in the meadows of the gardens, they will have whatever they want from their Lord. Again, this is a big problem. Because when Allah says that you will have whatever you want, Allah can't say no to anything. Hey, Allah, I'd like to have sex with that goat over there. Do you think it's possible? Sure, no problem. I did say you could have whatever you wanted. Go, goats. Goat Akbar.
I think
This is
there's another
the
troll in the private chat.
this is the big bounty. We have a troll in the private chat. Oh, we can't have a troll in the
Test it out and see. He might be real. Or
No, I don't have anybody in the back chat. Are you talking about in the YouTube chat?
The back
The
chat,
StreamYard
there's
private
someone
chat.
called Duck.
No, I don't have anybody in. I don't see anybody in the back chat.
I see him.
Oh, Duck New. Oh, okay. I'm an
Yeah,
apologist.
I don't believe that this guy is.
But you know, it's funny. It's StreamYard's not showing anybody in the back. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how he's on the private chat when this must have been 7:41. Okay, this was a couple minutes ago. Maybe they dropped out.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay.
It's
This
probably the
could be.
same guy.
They could be, or this could be the guy that I emailed today that wants to do a YouTube channel and use my videos. I told him if he ever wanted to come up. So yeah, it's okay. They can come up. I got the button that says, okay, let me go back to following them, those who believe in the good deeds. Okay, 23. That is the good news of Allah to his servants, those who believed and did good deeds. Say, I do not ask you any wage for it except the friendship in my kinship. And whoever earns good. Oh man, I'm telling you. And I'm
Yeah,
not,
you know that reminds me. Like this is not the first time, but every time I see this, like a good earner, like earns good, like it makes me think of the Sopranos. You know, good earner.
yeah, but see, it would make sense if it said, and whoever earns good. That doesn't make sense. That's like Paul says, this is somebody whose Arabic was not the first language. Like English is not my first language. And I would never write in whoever earns good. I was like, what? We will increase good in it to him. Okay. Surely Allah is forgiving, thankful, or do they say, he has forged a lie against Allah? Who's he? So if Allah wills, he puts a seal on your heart. And Allah erases the vanity. He's got an eraser that erases the vanity. And the truth will be established with his words. Surely he knows what is in the chests. I don't know. Last time I checked my chest, my heart was still pumping. Okay, and he is who accepts the repentance of his servants and pardons them of the evils and knows what you do. Okay. And he answers those who believed and did good deeds and increases them from his bounties. And the infidels will have severe torment. I think that's the only thing consistent in this book. The infidels will have severe torment. And if Allah expanded the provisions to his servants, they would rebel on the earth. But Allah says he expands the provisions to his servants. And again, who's this speaking? Surely Allah would not say, and if. Okay. So Allah's expanding the provisions to his servants. They would rebel on the earth. So who's that? Oh, the infidels. Oh, I got it. But he sends down with measure what he will. Okay. Surely he is to his servants aware, seeing. So if you're not a servant of Allah, he will not be aware and he will not be seeing. And he is who sends the rain after they were desperate and spreads his mercy. And he is
Yeah,
the
I mean,
friend
this is just,
that praised.
I mean, it's one thing if, this is just clear evidence that Muhammad is speaking here. Like,
I mean,
this is all, like, this not once does, like, this doesn't feel like, this doesn't feel like this is Allah speaking anymore. This is just Muhammad speaking about Allah, right?
it could be. Honestly, you have no clue as to who's speaking. Really. 99% of the time, you have no clue, especially when it doesn't use the word say. Now, when I see the word say, I know what's going on. Okay. But here, I got no clue, man. Your clue's as good as my clue. We're both clueless. Okay. Creatures are scattered in the heavens. All right. And among his signs, the creation of the heavens and the earth, and what he scattered in them of creatures. So Allah scattered creatures in the heaven. Wow. And he is able to gather them if he wills. Now, what kind of creatures are going around in space? Are these like space creatures? Does it not say that he has creatures in the heavens? That's what I'm reading. And among his signs, the creation of the heavens and the earth, okay, and what he scattered in them of creature. Of that doesn't make sense. Creature. Okay, but wait a minute. See, here he's using singular, but then over here he's using singular. Allah doesn't know the difference. Oh, she dropped off again. Allah doesn't know the difference between singular and plural. You can't use a singular here and then jump to the plural, if you will. So maybe Allah doesn't will. And whatever misfortune befall you, okay, again, and whatever misfortunes Okay, like I said, English is not my first language, so and whatever misfortunes befalls you, shouldn't it be befalls, guys? Anybody still awake? Okay, hold on a second. Welcome. Somebody's
Yeah.
having some issues in the background.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that his mic
Trying to
isn't
use,
working.
could be. Hey, God bless you, Sister Dragon. Good to see you. Okay. Okay. I mean, let me go to full layout. So if something happens, nobody's going to be able to see it except us. Your mic is muted, so well, could be he's having a problem. All right, let's continue. We got about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It's a good thing I didn't have him in the.
Yeah. Isn't that what Muhammad said when he got in bed with Aisha?
Could be. Oh, I think Aladdin doesn't have anything better to do. Oh, Jesus Christ. Today is a good day. Maybe I'm pissing off the Muslims on Clubhouse. Okay, so if we understand this correctly, Allah scattered a creature in the heavens, and then he gathers the creatures up. Okay. And whatever misfortune befalls you. So my question to you guys is, shouldn't this be befalls you?
You can't say befall.
Huh?
Well, I mean, misfortunes befall you. You can't say that. I
Okay.
mean,
Like I said, English is not my first one, but uh,
it sounds better if you say misfortunes befalls you.
yeah, because of misfortunes would be plural, and befall is singular. But hey, it's okay. Allah knows best. So it is due because of what your hands have earned, and He pardons much. What does that even mean? What does that have to do with what I just read? And you cannot escape on the earth. No, of course you can't. Unless you've got a spaceship, and I don't happen to have one handy. So, and you do not have any friend nor helper without Allah. Okay. And among His signs are now we saw this before, the Jawar, the running ones. Muslim scholars claim this means ships. Okay.
Yeah, so
And
I looked it up. It's not with an S in the end, even in plural form. It's befall or
okay,
befell, transitive
befell.
verb. The fate
Yeah,
that befell them. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, so and among his signs are the ships. Let's go with what the scholars say, because really nobody really knows what that word is. In this, in the sea, like what's number 6? Banners. Okay, and among his signs are the ships in the sea like banners. Well, I don't know what that means, but that's okay. If he wills, he will cause the wind to stay still. Allah, we don't need the wind for our ships anymore, buddy. You're out of luck. Okay? We don't need sails, so we don't need the wind to go from point A to point B. And it lies motionless on its back. Really? A boat has a
What?
back?
Oh, that's a boat? You think that's a boat that it's talking about?
I have no. Oh, it's the whale!
Ah, it's the noon.
It's the noon that's on its back. It's taking a break. I mean, I really, honestly, I have no clue what this means. Okay, surely in this are signs to every patient thankful. That doesn't make any sense. These are poorly constructed sentences. Again, the excuse for Muslims will be that you gotta read in Arabic.
Don't know the
Everything will be
Arabic.
made clear to you. But then when I ask my Arabic friends, they'll tell you, no, it ain't clear to me either, bro.
Hey, and what's a like bottom?
I'm sorry, what's a who?
What's a like bottom?
Where's that at?
Yeah, see that down there in the yellow scrolling text? Join us for our Friday Dissecting Quran Series
Oh,
show.
that's the thumbs up. I should have put the thumbs up.
Oh, it says don't forget to do jihad on that like
Yeah.
bottom. Oh,
I figured it would sound better to say the like button versus on the thumbs up.
No, it's button, not button.
yeah,
Oh, shoots. Okay.
Buttom.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I don't even know why that banner is there because I was just doing something else. Let me get that out of there so we get more space.
That's another verse from the Quran.
Yeah, it's another verse in the Quran. I see. I
Yeah,
told
you're
you.
reading the Quran too much. That's why.
This is what happens when you read the Quran too much. And okay, so the ships lie motionless on its back. Okay. Surely in this are signs to every patient. Thankful. That doesn't make sense. Or he destroys them because of what they earned. Wait a minute. He's going to wait a minute. Ships earn? He's going to destroy the ships because what they earned.
Why
And
is
he
Allah
part.
so obsessed with what people earn?
I
Like
don't know.
all over the place, it's like how what people earn and stuff. Like
Yeah,
not
but
even people, like
yeah,
like
but
beings, like
I,
jinns,
I
boats,
mean,
whales, whatever.
weren't we just reading about ships, and then he goes and says, or he destroys them. Who's them? The ships, because of what they earn, and he pardons towards much. What does that mean? Really, what the hell does that mean? Okay, I think we'll finish 35, and we'll call it a night. Let me highlight 36. Okay, 35. And those who dispute about our verses will know that there will be no place of escape for them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am disputing his verses.
Well,
There's no escape for me.
that's exactly what we're doing here. And I'm surprised nobody caught that bottom thing because I didn't even take a look at it, to be honest with you. Okay,
I caught
so
it.
yeah, you caught it. Should have told me earlier. I totally forgot there was a little banner on the bottom. That was just supposed to be on the beginning. All right, I think we've had up to like 11, so that's always a good night. I'm back. Can I join? Yeah. So you can scream like a goat. I think the goat was doing that guy. I, I guess he wanted to scream "Go Akbar." Okay, Andrew, thank you. Marion, thank you. I know Sister Darcy was in here somewhere. No, I didn't see Darcy today. Sister Dragon,
Yeah, Sister
completely
Dragon.
deist. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you to my moderators. Oh, we just jumped up to 9. We got Sam, who I think is going to become a resident host because he likes this so much. Come on, Sam, you got to admit this is fun.
I like to torture myself. Yes.
I'll tell you, you know, it's fun. You know, this is fun. Ed, always a pleasure. So whenever tomorrow, I will be doing a 6 o'clock. I might be doing a 2 or 3 o'clock. I don't know. I
Okay.
really want to finish this crap like as fast as I can.
The thing is,
Marion,
they say it's more enjoyable when you read stuff together. But
yeah.
I gotta be honest, like with the Quran, nothing helps.
Sister Marion, God bless you for staying up. It is 2 o'clock where she's at. I mean, that's dedication. I'm pretty sure Dragon, it's probably late where she's at. Once you realize the Quran is about Mo preaching in Petra, Mecca, Jordan, it becomes a lot easier to understand. Hey, Andrew, by any chance, did you see that video from what's his name, Dan Gibson, about Quran, where he kind of gives some evidence from like some early writers? I can't remember what their names were, where he believes the early Mecca was in the Jordan
Petra.
area. Hey,
Yes.
Leia, good to see you. Time
Yeah.
flies when you're having fun. Oh, Leia, you missed. Somebody came in the background and it was kind of. Now, is this a real Leia? Now I'm beginning. I think somebody's copying the names of the people that have been on the show. Anyway, folks, thank you for coming. Don't forget tomorrow, 6 o'clock at night. We'll be doing our regular Saturday. And see you guys then. And I'm losing my internet. So let's end the
Cool.
broadcast. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Take care, everybody. God
All
bless.
right, take care, Ed. End broadcast.